Hello, my name is Oksana Kolesnikova, and I am former concert pianist and composer, currently entrepreneur and business owner. So I have a long journey. I would love to share with your audience how I transitioned from being a music artist to a businesswoman.
Diversified game. Learn how to start, run, and sustain your business.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, I think this is a first. I've had musicians on, some you've known, some that are up and coming, but this one is, I won't say rare, but I've never done a pianist. And the fact that she went to school for it, it's like her life was music, born in Russia, but here in the States, three languages deep and probably even more. She was probably being modest on her LinkedIn. But you guys, Oksana is going to give us the game. And if you have a love for music, the arts, I want you to take a pen, pad, rewind, and see. Because the first question I'm going to ask her, Oksana, I want to know, how important was it in your journey that music, you went to Florida State, you got a degree in music. Before that, you were doing music, even as a kid. How much of education and studying? Because in today's time where people want it microwaved, they think just because I can get on the piano like I just try to do or the guitar, that somebody should be paying them, any money. So tell us, how important was education in music to your journey?
Well, first of all, hi, Kellen. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I'm super excited to share my story. Yes, music has been a huge part of my life. I started that journey when I was about 6 years old. Back home, I was enrolled in local music school, and basically, I started my music education this early on. I went a traditional route. Okay, these are the classical training, Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, and I this was kind of my foundation that led me to many other aspects of music. But when I immigrated to US in 1993, um, I continued that journey. It was not easy as an immigrant, but I found my way and resources to continue my love for music. And I started in high school with a local piano teacher, continued taking my training to next levels. Then I got scholarship, music scholarship to initially go to local community college, St. Petersburg. We used to live in Tampa Bay area at that point. And I, got my initial start out of high school there in St. Petersburg, Florida. Um, After that, I competed in piano competition and won a scholarship to continue studying at Florida State University. So I got my degree, music degree from there. And it's been, still to this day, even now I transition to business world, music is still huge part of my life.
Ready to dominate your industry with strategy that actually scales? At Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm, we're not just PR experts, we're licensed sports agents certified in AI and elite business consultants with over 2 decades of experience leading global projects across multiple countries. Visit cprfirm.com, that's colemanprfirm.com, and millionairex.ai. Then download the Millionaire X app, your AI powered guide to getting out of debt, investing smarter, and building generational wealth. Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm. It's a family business, it's different.
If not for the education and doing it the traditional way, do you think that you would have been so far in your journey and be a professional musician? Do you think that that was the way and maybe the only way for you to do it for the journey that you took?
Well, traditional education definitely helped me um, expand my music because you understand everything thoroughly. You understand music from theoretical standpoint, from historical standpoint, right? Through that discipline of putting in and grinding and putting in your hours required to reach certain levels. There are many amazing musicians that did not take that route, and they have been successful in music. I think if music is in your soul, you'll find a way. Okay, whether it's going through traditional education or being self-taught, it will have that outlet. You'll find that outlet to get music out and share it with the audiences. So I was blessed to have a traditional educational approach, and it helped me tremendously. I my businesses that I opened, it stemmed from my music education and my music performances. So it definitely, helped me navigate. Being an artist and musician is not always an easy path, right? But it helped me. So what I'm saying is that, yes, a traditional education can play a tremendous role, but uh, someone who had not have that privilege to go traditional route does not mean that you can stop them. If the music is in your heart, you will find a way to share it, either playing by ear or self-taught. And this day there's many resources on internet. Like, I did not have those resources growing up. Okay, you can go on YouTube, you want to learn a song, and their tutorials, right, help you learn that. So, yeah, that's my viewpoint.
And talking about online, we are now seeing people calling themselves producers and musicians who are going over to platforms like Suno and AI. What are your thoughts on the future of music and AI? And should musicians who really know, who have studied like you, should they be using it, or should they say no to AI because AI can't do what I can do on this piano?
Well, I personally do not use AI when I create my music, but I see that as a tool for upcoming artists. It's like back in the days, we're talking maybe early 2000s, like there was player pianos created that you put under the piano, right? And you push a button and the keys play by themselves, like ghost pianos. And it was like, oh my goodness, all the pianists will go out of business. Now you have this, tool that now, like, you can do this kind of stuff. And it was fun for a while. It's like, wow, piano plays by itself. But yet, technology and I think the individual behind it using the tools and see how it can be incorporated to further their creativity. That is, you know, how this will benefit. Yes, right now it's all fun and new, like with player pianos was back then. Um, but it will run its course, and it's up to individual behind their creations to see, like how that those tools will benefit their creation and how they can share it with the world. So I'm not against it. I just think it's an amazing tool.
Well, that's good. You're not, a hater, because I even see people like artists like Timberland, and people say, "Oh, he should not be doing that," and I don't know how to tell somebody what they should be doing. But you mentioned the ghost piano, which I saw in Costco last year. But the first time I saw it, again, you guys, let me take off my hat. I'm old. I remember black and white TV and seeing something like that. Maybe it was the Addams Family or something, and that hasn't taken over jobs from you. What do you think AI won't be able to do? Because many people are, they're getting their confidence up and they're calling themselves, well, I'm a AI musician, and they think they really are gonna, get the $3 million deal that they saw in, not understanding things in entertainment aren't all real. But what do you think AI won't be able to do that humans still can?
Well, I think AI, um, there's got to be a driving force behind it. People, the audience will see, like engineered, like how much really is it like that the person put in, versus have AI taking over 100% of creation, right? So, like if you go that easy route, going having a technological aspect taking over 100% of your creation, it's obviously like a cheating situation, right? Are you truly an artist in that respect? But and the audience at this point in time, like I can spot AI, generated, whether it's images or music or, content. So it's still at that stage where, you can, see. But if you use AI to enhance your creations, right? You are the driving force. You are the creator. You're not delegating 100% of it to the AI. Um, I don't see that being a problem. I just see that being a tool, to um, create your vision and share it with the world.
Like, pianists aren't known to the masses, and they're surely not known to the masses of being entrepreneurs. I know you have over 1,000 happy students, but talk about your business, what you're offering, and even talk about, your franchise model, because people will be excited to always hear, at least my audience, what opportunities are out there that you don't hear about every day.
Yes. So I I have such a long journey. I don't know where to start, but I'll try to condense it a little bit. So I after I graduated with my degree from Florida State University, I've toured the world um performing. So I got a contract with US Navy. And basically they have this program, or they had, I don't know if they still do, but that was like 2004, 2005. They have this program called MWR, which stands for Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. And they would book my tours all over the bases in Europe and in Asia. So I toured for 2 years, going from base to base in Europe and Asia. So I had an exciting performance career performing for US troops. Um, then in 2006, um, so my husband is my business like music manager. So we decided to move from Florida to LA. And I have to tell you, it was not easy at the beginning because LA is full of talent that comes not only from all over the country, but also from all over the world, right? So it's a tough place to, compete for, like opportunities. Um, but, we persevered. Shortly after the move, I landed a position as an in-house pianist. at the legendary Polo Lounge, which is located in Beverly Hills Hotel. So for those who don't know, Polo Lounge is this famous location that, if you're in the area, you definitely want to go. It's a historic place that's been around for like over 100 years. It's the place where like Frank Sinatra, Marilyn Monroe used to go to. And now all the celebrities, it's like their favorite place to go there and have meetings with their managers and their agents. So here I am, a girl from Siberia who used to see those people on television all the time back home. Never in my mind I would ever think that I would see them in person. And here I am playing 7 days a week. Um, and they just walking by my piano, they talk to me, they compliment me on my music, they ask me request songs. So for sure it has been an unbelievably exciting location and venue in LA to start with, right? So I played there for 7 years. And over that span of time, I was able to build my piano studio. So these patrons, not just movie stars, but like business moguls, they would come to me and say, oh, like, do you teach? Do you give piano lessons? We want to hire you for our children, like refer you to our relatives. So I started to build like a huge, busy piano studio in Beverly Hills with Beverly Hills clients initially. And that grew. And then I reached the point it's like, okay, like I'm so busy playing at the, Polo Lounge as an artist, teaching, like I have no time or room to breathe. Right? Like, how do I expand beyond, like I maxed out like the number of hours I can work. Um, and then the idea came to expand my music studio, like piano studio, into School of Music. So there were two things that happened. One of the teachers within my circle was selling her music school in Rancho Palos Verdes. And she had a team of instructors. So it was not now just piano classes, it was also guitar teacher. Like she would do guitar lessons through her school. She would do singing, violin, drums. Okay. So this was already like next level expansion. So it was a perfect time to jump into that next level from piano studio to music school. So we acquired that business in Rancho Palos Verdes. And all of a sudden, I was able to get to the point where, okay, it's not just me teaching, it's not just me grinding, it's not just me, like me, using all my time. Now I was able to leverage. And the same hour that I would teach, I would have my instructor teach additional 5-6 hours for that same hour, right? So talk about expansion and multiplication of your efforts. So now it's not only your time, but it's time times your team's time, right? So I enjoyed, I took it even further. I was offering my current piano clients in Beverly Hills that, okay, I purchased School of Music. Now we can do additional programs. I see little Johnny, sibling of my student, right, wants to do guitar lessons. So I was able to coordinate that for my private piano clients. So I was able to leverage that situation. Now, this didn't happen overnight, right? And many years went by. My husband, talented in languages. He speaks like 6 different languages. So he said, well, why don't we incorporate foreign languages as a part of the company? And we grew that. You pilot, different programs, different languages. Some work, some don't, but that's how you learn, right? Well, anyhow, fast forward to today. We build an enrichment company, youth enrichment company. Um, so we now contract with school districts all over Southern California. And we bring it, you know, we become vendors with school districts, and we bring many different programs to youth at all those schools. So now we're not only, focusing on music and foreign languages, we have chess programs, we have fitness programs, we have science, STEM. So 20 amazing programs. We send a catalog to school districts. They see what they want to bring a certain season. And now we went from, like X amount of piano students back in the days to servicing like thousands of children every single semester, teaching them all these different disciplines.
Hello, everyone. Join us on an exciting journey with Explore the World Cameroon. London and Sydney go take you explore Cameroon, the heart of Africa. Experience the vibrant culture, nature, and traditions from Yaoundé market to rainforest adventures. Every page na new discovery. Join the Cameroonian food, music, and wildlife with our explorers. This book na true celebration of Cameroon spirit. Get your copy now. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and through your library and bookstores near Ingram's Park. Don't miss this adventure.
That is awesome. And that's, my audience, you guys have heard government contracting. It's not, for everybody, but if you can get in, it's plenty of opportunity, and we need more programs like that. So I hope you expand, nationwide and even go international, because so many people need that, and the kids need that as well. Um, Talking about working with kids, I have to ask you, because I know you're getting paid for that, but there might be some other stuff that you do as a community give back for the community, and always working with kids is part of that. But please mention a community give back that you haven't mentioned or that you would like to do in the future, and how the community can help you, because it's not just all on you. Community needs the help.
Yes, that's a very good point you brought up, because in 2020, I opened, so this was a dream of mine for many years. I opened Oksana Foundation, which is nonprofit, 501c3. And basically, the mission behind this nonprofit is to offer these programs and these opportunities to underserved youth, to low income families. There's so much talent out there, and a lot of talented kids cannot afford those, like, let's say, piano lessons. Like, not everybody can afford having a piano teacher come and teach your child. It's like almost a luxury item, right? um and yet there's so many talented youth out there that, given that resource, they would just shine. And Oksana Foundation offers scholarships to the youth uh, that wants to study those programs. In fact, they can, your listeners that have a child or someone who has that talent can reach out to us through my website. We have a contact page. So it is Oksana, Oksana, foundation.org. So we can evaluate the need and help the youth thrive with their talents. But then, why I created this foundation is because when I was young immigrant, I had no resources to study music. And it's community that helped me. Like, I didn't even speak English when I came when I was 15 years old. But community helped me to find those resources to tell me where to apply, where to go to pursue my music. And it really set me off to a successful life as a musician and business owner. So also, when I was a touring and performing artist, I would get booked to play at fundraisers, charity events, right? And I thought like, wow, someday I want to have my own charitable foundation that I can make a difference for the community and talented youth. And that time came in 2020 because at that point, it was tough time for everybody. A lot of schools we were working with, put on hold the programs. So I had a little more time to dedicate to launch my foundation. And that's how Oksana Foundation was born. And it has been thriving ever since.
Can you give the young musician, say, any advice, or what would be the advice in this country or others? Because there's things in this country now. I mean, things get complicated. It functions as a system, but sometimes it's easier to do business overseas. And you've done enough touring where you've done multiple countries. Sometimes I think you've did 3 shows a day. I read somewhere, and I'm like, my goodness. But what would you tell the young musician that is, trying to get to where you're going to get? A few steps that you haven't mentioned. Should they stop drinking? Should they stop smoking? Should they stop staying up all night, eating whatever they want to eat?
Like when the world is a rough place, to try to, make it as an artist, you need to have a lot of energy, okay? So, if you like using the quick fixes, initially you may have get a boost, but then it's like it dilutes and depletes you. Right? So you have to have all the energy you can ever get to really persevere as a musician and artist in this world. So why would you like sabotage yourself, with a night of drinking and having a hangover next day and like not able to put in the time and energy it's required into like your art, right? I'm the type of person like every day counts. So anything I can do to utilize max amount of energy, um, I would do that. So that's my advice, just stay on track, stay focused, make the right choices. If you're driven by the mission to succeed with your art, you have to give it all. Like, don't let other things distract you from your path. We all know, stories of amazing musicians that were destroyed by wrong choices, right? Like they worked so hard, they overcame so many obstacles, and then the end of the day, like they're, drugs and all of these things just like destroyed it all. Yeah. So yeah, that's my take.
Well, you have given us the game, and I want to be respectful of the time that we have. I want the audience, I know most of you are listeners, but go over and, from Podbean and Spotify and Apple, go over to the YouTube and go check out so you can put a voice with a face and check out OksanaManagementGroup.com, the OksanaEnrichment.com, Oksana Foundation.com. Check these websites out. We'll have links in the description box everywhere, from summer camps to after school programs. I mean, you can't go wrong. Your kids need this. The community needs this, because if you do not have them do something productive, they will find other things to do. Oksana, please give them anywhere else that they can, follow you, contact you, and anything last words for the people.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. I've been through so much in this, as an artist and business person. So I I am offering like the opportunities to become part of my business family. That's why I initially launched franchising aspect to my business, which now transitioned to licensing model. And so basically, for new artists, new people out there, that need to be part of the team, successful team, because I've been doing it for so long, I would welcome them to be part of our licensees so they can, learn and expand what they have to offer to the world through our organization. So yes, they can always check me out. I'm on Instagram. It's OMG Oksana, OMG, short for Oksana Management Group. And my name spelled OKSANA. So it's OMG at Oksana. And my Facebook is Pianist Oksana. So they can always find me there. And I would like to hear from your listeners. They can find me on the internet. I have contacts everywhere there.
You guys from here in Florida, and you fellow Seminoles and, others, I don't want to offend. I know you guys get personal. You guys have all got the game. I need you to do one thing. I need you. Yeah, you can comment. Yeah, you can like. But most importantly, however you experience this, I need you to share this with somebody. It will change their life. Thank you, Oksana, for coming on.
Thank you so much.
You've tried it your way, but you're still in debt? Or maybe you're doing okay, but want to invest smarter, grow faster. MillionaireX.ai gives you real step-by-step strategies to ditch debt or stack wealth. Stop dreaming and start planning. Visit MillionaireX.ai today. I want you to be the next millionaire next door.
Hi everyone. Have you ever been curious about visiting Africa? Which African country were you interested in? Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, South Africa, Ethiopia? Which country are you interested in? My good friend, Kellen Coleman, came up with a course called My First Trip to Africa that'll guide you through this process. It's only $20, and in this course you'll learn about passports, visas, vaccinations that you need before you go there, as well as a budget, how much the trip is going to cost. He also talks about what you should pack, what you should take with you, how you should travel on a budget. Did you know that $100 is worth 1,000 South African rand and over 10,000 Kenyan shillings? So imagine what you can do with $100 back home. I say back home because I'm from Sudan, I'm African, I already know how it's like. I know that, when you convert Canadian and American money, it goes a long way when you're traveling across Africa. So if you're curious, if Africa is a place that you've always wanted to go, always wanted to move there, Kellen Cash is the person to ask. Check out the course. There's a little preview you can listen to before you actually purchase it. If you're interested in this course, visit www.diversifiedgame.com. Don't miss out.
Are you tired of the rat race in America? Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stress the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand, or 10,000 Kenyan shillings, or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.